Racism remains a significant problem in British football despite improvements in recent years. That's the view of a committee of MPs who say that while there are
Hi, I'm Ben Hurst, die-hard Chelsea fan and strong believer in the Kick It Out campaign. I'm here today at Watford FC to find out a main question that's on my mind within the club: will racism ever leave football? Racism in football still exists even in the 21st century. Most recent events include famous role models for the kids like John Terry and Luis Suarez. What kind of example of these stars is a beautiful game setting for the future? Kick It Out and other associations try the hardest, yet it seems there's still no breakthrough. I'm here today at Watford to find out what the club officials think and what the players think as well.
I'm Liam Walsh. I run the Centre of Football Excellence here. I coach and lecture on the Centre of Football Excellence course.
Do you think there's a problem with racism in the English league, or do you feel that it's worse in other leagues?
I think there's an underlying problem nationally and internationally, the fact that people allow it to go. Most often than not, it's a flippant comment. It's something that's said in the heat of the moment. And I think that's why people don't tend to do anything about it. I think, as you see from the incident of last night, there's plenty of incidences across the world, and there's individual countries that keep getting away with it, and it will never go away until it's resolved.
Do you think if a player is getting racially abused by another player or even the spectators, they have the right to walk off the pitch?
Yeah, I think it's completely down to the situation and completely down to the individual that feels it necessary to walk off the pitch. If they're hurt that much about it and they want to make a stand for it, I think that's the only way that they can get across to people that it's not something that people tolerate and people want to get out of the game. So yeah, if it means that much to the individual being racially abused, by all means walk off the pitch.
If you take a look at this, this is Samuel Eto'o getting abused by Real Zaragoza fans in a match. Just see what you think.
Well, the referee's had a word with the stadium manager, it would appear, and something's happened. Something being thrown at Samuel Eto'o, or he's getting very hot under the collar about something. No mas, he's saying, no more. Well, he looks totally incensed. Samuel Eto'o wants to leave the park, Kevin. Something has happened behind this goal that has really infuriated him. Well, Samuel Eto'o, he's refusing to carry on. And the Barcelona players are trying to talk him round here. He appears to be saying enough's enough. Quite what has upset him. Was it verbal comments emanating from the crowd behind that goal? I think so, Kevin. I do believe so, and I think that's what the referee came across to talk to one of the stewards about, and now Frank Rijkaard's having a word with him, trying to get him back on the field to concentrate on the game. No mas, no more. Well, if those comments are in any way racist, and it's suggested there by what Samuel Eto'o is saying there, I think he's almost pointed at Alvaro.
What did you think personally about that footage?
I think it's a little bit disturbing, the fact that people are allowed to get away with it. There's two sides of the story, that they could make a stand and stay on the pitch and almost take a stand at the fact that they can just get on with it and it's blocked out. But then on the other hand, we're in the 20th century. It's a case that possibly the only way of getting through to them is that someone of his calibre just walking off the pitch, not taking a stand for it. In situations like that, it might be a protocol in place that makes it easier if they were all to walk off the pitch and go and talk to the fourth official, and then that might be able to calm the situation down. I think it's a case where a colour doesn't matter, it's the individual that's on the pitch. As long as they're giving 100%, they need to respect that, and like I said, if they have workshops and they do it nationally, UEFA, FIFA, come together and try and tackle it.
Well, thank you for your time.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Cheers.
More recent racism events include AC Milan midfielder Kevin Prince Boateng. He was abused by Italian 4th Division fans during a cup tie. Boateng took a stand by kicking the ball at the abusers and storming off the pitch, in which the rest of his teammates walked off with him.
The first professional footballer to do such a thing. Incredibile.
The controversy in football at the moment is whether players being racially abused should be able to walk off the pitch. At this current moment, if players walk off the pitch, they find themselves in more trouble than the fans, or so it seems. The racism is not just aimed towards players. On the 25th of November 2012, a group of West Ham fans were caught racially abusing Tottenham fans at White Hart Lane.
Do you think there is a problem currently with racism in football?
There definitely is a problem with racism now. However, it has improved a lot from when it used to be back in the 70s. I think that there is like charities and people that are looking into it to try and improve it. From Kick It Out, a lot of like the media is now getting on top of it. Cameras are now being like, you can see when people are actually being racist on the pitch. They're finding all the fans that are kind of throwing coins at fat players, and they're actually issuing bans. I think that's a lot more of an improvement than back in the day when people were just getting racial abuse continuously and nothing they could do about it.
I think they could do a bit more with how they're going about dealing with situations. Like they could do so much more in pinpointing the people that are being racist and pinpointing. Even players have been racist to other players. That's it, it doesn't happen just during the game, even when they're leaving the stadium. There's YouTube videos when they're just leaving the stadium, they're still getting shouted racial abuse. They're not even playing the game, they're just living their lives and they're still getting racially abused.
Yeah, in fans, it's maybe it's more of it's in general how bad racism can be. Adult, you know what happens. Everyone knows that there is things going on, but you can't see it on the camera. But you know they're swearing, you know there's racial comments being thrown. It's when they get caught. That's when things happen, things that shouldn't have to be. When you see it happen, you should be like, if it's happening, you should get rid of it.
As much as we try, it will only decrease by small amounts. So what else is there to do? How will we kick it out? Only the future knows what's in store. If you want my opinion, FIFA, UEFA, whoever you are, you need to clamp down hard on the people being racist. We supporters, we don't want to see it, and I know for a fact, the players don't. So come on UEFA, kicks out. Let's kick racism out of football.